All right, spring is here, and a lot of us are excited to start eating locally grown foods again.
Yes, and here to talk to us about that is registered dietitian Heidi Harkopf from the New England Dairy. How are you, Heidi? Nice to see you.
I'm doing great, and I am chomping at the bit to see our farmers markets return to our towns. Isn't that going to be a wonderful sight when we see them again?
So awesome. We missed them so much last year, and they bring so much good to the towns.
Yeah. And eating locally, you say, actually, whenever we're having milk, that's a great way to be local because 90 dairy farms are creating it every day in Connecticut.
Exactly right. You know, we wait for the farmers markets, but believe it or not, this right here in Connecticut, every single day, every season, we produce milk here in Connecticut. So you have access to a local food right in your supermarket. You don't even have to wait for a farmer's market to open. So milk, cheese, and yogurt produced right here in the region. And I wanted to show you, when we start to see that seasonal produce, we're going to start seeing asparagus show up and beets and mushrooms, how to put together a great salad with a creamy dressing that's not going to be weighed down with all that mayonnaise. So I'd like to show you a creamy dressing based with yogurt.
Okay, because
we hate mayonnaise, so please tell us.
Bring it on.
Well, so what I've done here, this is going to be the start of our dressing. I've taken, about 10 minutes ago, I took a half a cup of milk and I added 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And what happens after about 10 minutes is it starts to thicken a little bit. Did you ever hear about that hack about making like homemade buttermilk by putting some acid into your milk? So I've started it with that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add about a cup of yogurt, and here I've used Greek yogurt. If you can use plain yogurt as well, it'll just be a little bit thinner. And I'm going to add my milk and lime juice mixture. I'm using one of my favorite mason jars because I'm going to store this for the week in my fridge. And in here I put a couple of spices. So what I have in here is I have about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, some granulated onion, basil, dill, parsley, and I'm going to add those in as well. And the basil and the dill and parsley, I happen to have some fresh around the house. You can use dried, you can use fresh. And I'm going to whisk that up. And that is the basis to an amazing creamy salad dressing.
Yeah, that looks delicious.
Is it kind of like a ranch dressing?
It is similar to a ranch dressing, and this is really versatile. So I encourage you, I've got chives growing in the backyard right now. So I'd be inclined to start snipping the chives because I can't wait to start harvesting locally. If you've got other herbs growing in your backyard, they tend to come a little bit later. So what I would do is I would add some fresh beets to this. I'm using all like the spring things we would see, radishes, and I have some asparagus. And then all you would need to do, oops, made a lot of noise there, is toss this up and add the dressing. Now this will last a week in your refrigerator, and you can customize that any way you'd like. And the benefit to this is not only did you lighten it up and you got rid of a lot of the fat, but you've also added protein, the probiotics from the yogurt, plus selenium and zinc, which they have shown to really help boost your immune system. So this is adding that boosting power to your salad as well. And I want to share with you one other creamy dressing. At picnics during the summer, have you seen like the broccoli salad come to those picnics? It has like bacon and raisins.
Absolutely, yes. Delicious.
It is delicious, but it's a really pretty heavy salad. And in the summertime, we really want to lighten it up. So I'm going to show you how we can lighten that up. What I have in this bowl is the broccoli that I've cut up. I have a half a cup of sunflower seeds, a 1/4 cup of craisins. You can use raisins. And I put cheese cubes in here. Sometimes it's with cheese, sometimes without. But I'm going to eat this for my lunch tomorrow. And when I add that protein, it helps me get through the afternoon a lot better than if I just have produce for lunch. So what I have here is, it usually is made with like a cup of mayonnaise.
Heidi, we only have about 30 seconds. We apologize.
It's just a few tablespoons of mayonnaise, but it's almost all yogurt and a little bit of sugar. You mix this up, you add it over it. Do it the day before to spare yourself some time so the flavors come together. And it's a great way to lighten up that really heavy broccoli salad we see at picnics sometime.
Okay.
If you're looking to learn more about great farmers in Connecticut, go to ctdairy.org. And to get these recipes, newenglanddairy.com.
Absolutely. Thank you, Heidi. And